So, Tommy from Only the Poets, how are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. You're here at Truck Festival.
We are.
You've just rocked up.
Yep.
Travel problems this morning.
Yeah, but we're here now, so it's all good.
Yeah, looking forward to your set later on.
Yeah, oh, mate, we love this festival, man. We've played here a few times. 2018, 2019, it's good to be back, definitely.
Yeah. Good, excellent. And you've been releasing new music this year. Forget My Name's the most recent one of yours. Tell us a bit about the single.
Yeah, so that song's kind of all about... I went through a kind of phase where I was realising I had a few like toxic people in my life.
Yeah.
And it's all about kind of trying to remove those people and always kind of putting yourself first in those situations when it comes to like your own mental health, really. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's been great, man. Like the response has been amazing, and yeah, it's a song we're really proud of.
Good, good. And are we giving up now towards a bigger body of work and into album territory yet?
Not quite, mate. I mean, we're good. Our plan is to just keep releasing new music, like in a single form. It always changes, though. You don't really know. It's all dependent on kind of how it all goes. But yeah, mate, we're constantly writing, constantly recording, and yeah, just with COVID, like we didn't release as much music as we would have wanted to because we weren't sort of able to record and things. So the plan is now just to keep firing out tunes for everyone. So yeah.
Good. And what happened during that time during COVID when we were all at home, locked down? Was that the time where you simply spent a lot of time writing, or did you spend it with family and forget about the music?
Yeah, man. I mean, like to be honest, like COVID, one sort of good thing that came out of it for me is I learned a lot about myself. I think a lot of people did, really, and I think I sort of developed as a writer as well. I think sort of wasn't really afraid to be really honest about what I was writing about, and it was hard, man. Do you know what I mean? Like it was a really difficult time for people, and we were able to release an EP during COVID because we basically used songs that had already been recorded. So that was fun. You know, putting out some music in that period was great because obviously we couldn't tour or anything, so it was tough. But I think when it comes to like the writing side of it, I definitely really sunk my teeth into kind of just loads of new music, so yeah, it was good.
Good, and you've had the pleasure of being back on the road and doing some gigs and tours and things. So what was it like stepping foot on stage for the first time after COVID?
Amazing, mate. It was absolutely amazing. Just the big, it's always a release anyway. Yeah. You always get that real like big release of energy, but it was that sort of like on steroids. It was amazing, man. Honestly, like the feeling we had, and you just realise how much you've missed it. Do you know what I mean? So it was unbelievable, mate. And the first show we actually did was like proper show away. Was we played in Iceland, which was cool. So quite a niche place. So yeah, it was amazing.
Good. And people will want to see you on tour and doing some live stuff. So what's the plan once you finish here this weekend? Where are you heading off to? What's the plan next?
So tomorrow we're playing Waterpop Festival in Holland. So I'd love to stay around. I mean, Bombay is one of our favourite bands, so we can't stick around for them. But yeah, off to Holland tomorrow, and then we've started our headline European tour on Sunday. So we're off to Frankfurt, and then we're doing some cities in Germany, cities in Poland, doing Prague. We're doing, I can't even pronounce them, Aarhus in somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? I don't even know where I'm going. But yeah, man, we're starting, it's our very first ever headline European tour, so exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking towards the end of this year into next year, what is the plan? More tour dates coming up? Yeah,
so we actually quite fortunate. So we had a tour before this tour was organised, the one I'm talking about now. Yeah. We sold a lot of tickets in October, so we came off the back of quite a big support slot, and so put that on sale in sort of March, April time, and so yeah, we're going all over Europe and UK again in October. Electric Ballroom's the bigger one in London, so excited to do that. And mate, just like I said, man, earlier, just releasing loads of new music, and then next year should be exciting. I think we're just going to try and keep as busy as possible, get out as much as possible, and release lots of music. Yeah, and you'll want to get back into the studio as well. So one question I'd like to ask is when you step foot into that studio, you obviously have the demos done, you know what you're going to do, but how does it go from that demo stage to a finished product? For us, we do a lot of the groundwork beforehand, so when we are in the studio, we sort of know exactly what we're doing. It is great sometimes. You do kind of sometimes feel like you get this surge of creative, like, I don't know, like inspiration when you're in these cool recording spaces. And sometimes it's beautiful, like you'll come up with something completely different that's great, and that's amazing. But the boring answer is most of what we're doing when we go in there is we sort of know exactly what we want. But yeah, it's also a really fun part of what we do, man. You know what I mean? Recording's wicked. Like being creative and recording the music, and like with the lads, it's amazing because we're like best mates. You know what I mean? So it's just it's just a laugh as well.
Good. And have you tried things in kind of before you get to the studio, in the studio, just to see if they work? And is there anything that was ridiculous and you can't believe you ever tried it?
Yeah, that happens a few times. It does happen. Yeah, I mean, like, you do sometimes feel like I said, sometimes you'll get someone have an idea that wasn't really originally planned, and it sounds great, and then you roll with it, and you can record that part, and then you can always. The beautiful thing about music as well is you can listen to it sort of even 2 days after and think, sometimes I'll be like, oh, that's great, or oh, that's terrible. Yeah, we do experiment a little bit because you've got to. Yeah. You've got to a little bit. But yeah, most of it is done sort of beforehand.
Yeah, good. Well, Tommy, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Chat with you.
Thank you very much. You take care.
Thank you very much.
Nice one.
Cheers.